everybody, and welcome to Mike Nierychlo Online, sharing my love for people, wine, beer, food, and all things made passionately. Alright, today's show, beer, hey? Alright, over the last little while, near the end of 2010, we're right in 2011 now, I've had lots of people commenting and asking through Twitter, different forms of media, saying, hey, can you splash in a few more beer episodes for us, for the beer lovers out there? We want to learn more about beer and we want to see more reviews on beer. So, here we go. I'm throwing in a few more beer episodes intertwined with all the wine episodes. Hope that's okay with a lot of you. I know I love beer. I think everybody out there loves beer. That's what it comes down to. Anyway, here's something a lot of people don't realize when it comes to beer. And a lot more people are beginning to realize this. I go and I review wines and everything, and they've got different aromas and different flavor profiles and different mouthfeels and everything. Hey, guess what? Beer is very, very similar when it comes to tasting it. It's this very similar product, a very handcrafted product. One major difference with beer that a lot of brewers and things like that really like about it is beer can be made anytime in a brewery. You're using different products, your barleys, your hops, your yeast, your different your water. Your different natural products, but you can use them anytime. They're dried products which you rehydrate, blah, 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 all these processes. Anyway, unlike wine, where wine is very seasonal and it's based on your season. So beer is more up to the craftsmanship of the brewer. A little bit has to go into what the products are being used, the nature of the products, things like that. But a lot is up to the craftsmanship of the brewer. So it's really a neat art form. That's why craft brewing is really big. A lot of people are super into craft brewing and that kind of thing. It's an art form. Brewmaster is just another form of artist. Alright, so I got a couple to start with today. I figured doing some beer series, where should we start? Let's start light and work our way up. So we're going to start in the realm of lager. Now lager, definitely a light style of beer. A lot of you have probably tried Lucky Lager. Very popular party beer, comes in an 8-pack, super cheap. I've done it on a long time ago, previous episode, my buddy Sam Kirk. But yeah, we're going to start with lagers, light style of beer. I think lager means something along the lines, in the original German, something to do with cold storage or in cold fermentation. Lager is fermented at a cooler temperature using a strain of yeast that ferments cooler, creating this more crisp, refreshing style of beer as opposed to that port or stout style where it's big and thick and a lot of mouthfeel. Lager is that lighter, lower alcohol content, refreshing summer style beer. So I'm going to get right into this. I got a couple for you today. We're going to try out a couple that I think you can find pretty readily on the shelves. A couple of Canadian breweries. So the first one we're going to do is the Russell Extra Special Lager. Now Russell, well known for their cream ale. I may have to do that one in a later episode. Their cream ale is quite a nice beer. I know I enjoy it. It's kind of one of those good go-to beers. Tasting beer in the stemless wine glass. Hey, it allows the aromatics to come out, like allows you to smell it like you're doing with wine. Anyway, let's see what this one has to offer. Okay, off the top, nice nose, subtle nose, delicate. It's got this really neat kind of floral aroma mixed with sort of like I would say like a orange and lemon peel, or orange and lemon zest, almost orange and lemon rind, more or less. A little bit of that sourness that you get from the acidity of an orange and lemon rind with that floral characteristic. Interesting nose, I like that. Hold on. Okay, on the palate. And I have to mention, I'm tasting these at room temperature. Now here's something a lot of you probably did growing up. You're at the high school party. The beer is ice cold. That's the way you can it's the only way you can really put up with it because it's so bad. These I'm doing at room temperature, so they're speaking honestly to me. They're not masking anything. If you chill something, same with wine, white wine, red wine, chill it right down, you're going to hide a lot of the truth of the character of the product. So this beer, room temperature, I like it. This is really nice. It's a simple beer, simple sipper, refreshing. It's really nice and smooth, and it does have almost this hint of creaminess to it. Now on the palate, you get a bit of that, ever so slight bit of that orange rind and floral coming through. A bit of the bitterness of the hops. Yeah, a bit of the bitterness of the hops on the finish, but it's nice. It gives it a little bit of character. Not overly deep, but just a nice, enjoyable, refreshing sipper. I like that one. So that's the Russell Extra Special Lager. Second one I found interesting, I just saw on the shelf. the whole green organic trend is kind of scooting right through everywhere right now. So I picked this one up. This is the Natureland Organic Lager. Now, Natureland is brewed by Pacific Western Brewing. I believe this one is done out of Prince George, British Columbia. Got relatives in Prince George. If you guys happen to see this one, hey guys, how's it going? I like Prince George, it's like my home away from home. Anyway, Natureland Organic Lager. It says Canada's first organic beer as well. Curious about this one. All right. Now, I didn't mention this on the first one, lager. A lot of you probably know this about beer, but very light in color, kind of that light, very just golden tinted beer, almost bronze. Okay, let's see what this one has to offer now. Going organic. Now, when they say organic, it's the barley that you're using, the hops. It's organically grown, organically made products. Okay. This one's a bit more aromatic than the first. It's a lot more jumping out of the glass at me. I would almost say it's got hints of the similar characteristics. It's a bit more floral though. It's a bit more floral coming through. Slightly I'd almost venture to say sort of like lychee. Kind of sort of thing you find on Gewürztraminer. The wine. Yeah, almost like maybe, or dandelion petal, something like that. Interesting nose. And a hint, like a hint. Something soft. Like a hint of pear rind or something like that. As opposed to the sharp brightness of orange or lemon like the previous. It's more kind of like that pear rind, something soft. Or melon rind or something. I don't know if I'm going too deep into this, but I find some interesting character in this beer. Okay, on the palate. This one doesn't seem to offer, it's funny, on the nose, neat nose, doesn't seem to offer near as much as a complete palate as the previous, as the Russell. It's a bit watery up front. Well, it's a little bit there. A bit more watery up front. This is quite a soft beer. Definitely soft. Not a heck of a lot going on. It's got a little bit of that bitterness on the finish. But it's got an interesting nose, but I guess I'm a little bit disappointed. Especially for Canada's first organic beer. This tastes more like just beer. So, of the two today, let's take another splash of the Russell. Yeah, Russell definitely has a lot more flavor to it. So, on this show, the Russell wins. Check that one out. So, my first beer episode. Leave me some comments below. Let me know the types of beer you'd like me to showcase in the scattered beer episodes. Appreciate all you watching today. Guess I can't say at the end of this episode, wine depretentiosized, or I can, but we've got beer along for the ride. See you on the next episode.